Okay, so I just wanted to go over what I've built up on my Surron. So to start off with, 1821, of course, because I ride dirt. And then I have, I forget what they're called, IRC, where is it? IRC VX40s. My dad has like Dunlops, but these are, if you can see, they're pretty squishy. And softer compound tires are just better because they grip more. And then I also have KK rotor guards. The wheels are KK too. I just got these because I nicked my rotor, if you can see. I don't want to completely bust my rotor because then I have to buy a new rotor, and I'm poor. I have also KK foot pegs. Stock ones are fine. You can't really notice a difference with these, but just like more grip. Because I got this off of Alibaba, it came with a low seat. The low seat was like there. It felt like you were sitting on a banana. This is just like more comfy and stiff. It's $100 though. Like it's ridiculous. It's such a scam. And then I have ODI. What are these called? Podium CFT, I think, bars. Because I bent the other ones. The other ones are trash. And then just like a cheap Amazon light. Here, I'll show you. So this is just the running lights. They're amber. And put on high beams. It's really bright. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's really, really bright. Oh, yeah. These are definitely a must-have if you have a 3D printer. They're slightly cut down steering blocks out of TPU. It's like night and day difference. You can turn on a dime, at least compared to stock. The stock ones came out to like here. Just too fat. Or mine sell some, and they're like twice this, but they're like $25. It's just a scam. The stock handguards that came on here, I broke off in a crash because I'm stupid. But they're like really, really cheap plastic anyway. Oh yeah, I broke this bolt, screwing this on when I put my new bars on because it's garbage quality. Oh yeah, and also if you get these bars, your brakes can't go like all the way over. So when I put my finger here, it's like in the middle of the brake instead of over here, how I like it. But I don't know, some moto guys run it like that, but that's just, it's too far. I like having leverage. I also definitely plan to get a SXS skid plate. Just because this is like a really thin, stiff, brittle plastic. This XS one, it goes all the way up, protects your controller a little bit to the sides, and then it comes back all the way to about here. If you're doing hard enduro or any trails, you definitely need it, just so it slides over everything. I also have a Warp 9 54 tooth sprocket. You definitely need that too. I just got a new Amazon chain, pretty cheap. The sprocket, you can't really, it's not that much of a noticeable difference, but it gives you like 6 miles extra range, so I don't know, just, it's worth it. I plan to get a seat cover and a skid plate and handguards at some point. I also need some new grips because these I've busted up crashing. I only have 377 miles, but you guys, you really need an Ultra Bee. I can't stress enough how much fun these things are. So the stock weight is like, what do they advertise? I think 187 pounds, but with everything that I put on it, by now it's 210 pounds at least. However, these tires, the IRC tires, I highly recommend them. They're really light. Like they're half the weight of tires that my dad have, the Dunlop MX 53s. They're like almost half the weight. Yeah, I really recommend these. The reason I got 1821 because obviously more stable, more grip. But if you're riding dirt, then like no brainer. Also the rotor guards. Definitely want rotor guards too. Foot pegs you don't really need, but I just kind of got them because I want my bike blinged out. Also the handlebars, they have this, what do they call it? Well, they call it the CFT, like the controlled flight technology, whatever crap. It also has this pad, so if you die, you don't break your dick. Okay, and so now for my gear. I have Fly Racing Mavericks. They're decent for the price. I mean, you can't go wrong. They're 160 bucks. Some things I don't like though, these buckles, these little metal pins, I don't know if you can see, they're like getting smushed and it kind of like destroys the plastic. It has to go into these little grooves. And if you have your buckle at an angle like this, like you can see this plastic, that's not from crashing, that's just from using the buckle. It like destroys the plastic. And also right here, it's ripping just because like that's a bending point. Other than that, the tread's held up nice. They're comfortable, has a lot of protection. And my chest and back guard, I use this Fox jacket. I like the jacket more because you don't have to have elbow pads separate from your roost deflector. These also have the shoulder guards, which I think are necessary. Do not skimp out on this thing. This is absolutely necessary. Because if you're going 30 miles an hour and you crash on a rock, you won't die. Also has a kidney belt. It doesn't really do anything yet. For my knee pads, I use these EVS TP199 lights. I got the lights because they don't have the shin guard. And the shin guard has to go into your boot. And this Velcro strap is like gonna barely hold on if you get the full version. My dad has the full version of these, but these ones are really, really comfortable. And like you barely notice that they're there. Same with that one. It's really like bulky looking, but it's really comfortable. And when you're riding with it for a while, you barely notice it's there. My gloves, we don't talk about my gloves. For my goggles, I have these Fox. They're like the cheapest ones. I think they're just called the Fox main goggles. Nothing special. For my helmet, I have the Bell MX9. It's normally a $200 helmet, but I got it on sale for, I think, $100. Definitely worth it. It has MIPS, and the lining is removable if you need to wash it. All my gear only costs like all this here is like $500-600. I also have moto pants and a shirt. You don't need those, but it's really like I like having them just so that you don't have to wash your clothes every time that you like wearing